One person is recovering following an early morning crash in Adel. Viewer photos show the recovery efforts to free one of the vehicles in that wreck from an Adel bridge.
Yeah, jaw-dropping images, Carla, show a white Chevy van hanging precariously on the side of that overpass. WALB News 10's Tristan Clements spoke with police about the rescue and how the van ended up hanging 40 feet above the ground.
Across I-75 here in Adel at exit 39 is where crews worked to rescue 3 people trapped in a Chevy van after it was hit in the middle lane on I-75 in the northbound lane. Now crews worked for several hours to get that van off of its precarious perch right here on this bridge. Miraculously, one of the van's tires caught the bridge's safety fencing, keeping the van from falling nearly 40 feet back onto I-75. Georgia State Patrol responded to the crash around 4:40 this morning. The driver and 2 passengers were quickly brought to safety by the Adel Fire Department after the fire rescue secured the vehicle with a steel-cabled winch. Witnesses took pictures the moment crews used 2 cranes to lift the vehicle out of its precarious position.
They hooked up to the van and lifted it in the air over the wall, the concrete barrier wall on the overpass. And while that was going on, I went ahead and shut down the entire interstate just so if something was to happen, there would not be anybody else getting hurt.
Thankfully, no one was injured in the van. The only injuries reported were for the driver of the Nissan Pathfinder that struck the back of the Chevy van. According to Georgia State Patrol, that driver sustained some cracked ribs but did not have life-threatening injuries. They were transported to South Georgia Medical Center in Valdosta for treatment. Trooper Reinhardt says it could have been much worse.
And I told the driver, but I told him, somebody's probably looking out for him this morning. But because that could have turned into a very, very, very bad situation. I was glad it didn't.
The northbound lane of I-75 was redirected over the on-ramp for about half an hour to keep passing vehicles away from the van as crews removed it from the bridge. Reporting from Cook County for your hometown news source, I'm Tristan Clements.